Welcome back to the Phrod Pod. Last week I was absolute garbage. Shimp, how are we?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Early this morning here, over here in the high country.
That's right. How about you guys? You guys getting down cold yet, or what?
Yeah, we had a beautiful day yesterday. Today's going to be okay, and then after that, we're diving.
There you go.
We're in the low 20s in the morning, and we're not getting any warmer than the
That
40s.
sounds about right. That's this
My
that.
my kind of time of year.
I was gonna say it's the best time of year. I love this
Yep.
time of year. Even here in Vegas, the mornings are beautiful in the winter here. I mean, yeah, it's hot as hell in the summer for like 3.5 months, 4 months.
Right.
Outside of that 4 months of hell, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So last week was your inaugural. You jumped on, and let's see here of your sizzling three we had you do your favorite three. You went 2-3. So if people took your picks, they made money. You had
All right.
you had Detroit plus 1.5. They outright won, and then you had Houston plus 3, and they covered by 2. Man, they covered. That's all that matters, right? They fucking covered.
Absolutely.
And then unfortunately, like most of us, you had the Jets minus 1.5.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. You know what though? But sometimes you got to ride a dog. You know what I'm
Well, usually that's exactly what we should do, right? But
Yes.
unfortunately, the fucking public has been killing the book for like 2 weeks in a row now. So,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, I think Vegas is on a rampage to recoup all that money from the week before last.
see, that's what I thought last week. That's why my picks were so bad. Because last
Right,
week I was like, oh, I'm gonna fade the hell out of the public because of how
right.
good it was the week prior. It was like unprecedented how good it was. So,
Yeah.
with that logic, I took that into week 7, and I got butchered. I got I got taken out behind the casino, and they just fucking put a bullet in my head. I think I went. I got it right here. One, two, three, four, and 5. Oh God, I only got 5 right last week.
Woo.
Oh man. So this week, new change here, new format. No longer going ATS all matchups for Monday through Sunday. Now I broke it down, simplified it. We're just going to go to 5 games. 5 games that I want to play. I'm going to give my picks for. Ship's also going to put his 2 cents in and make a pick as well. And then, of course, we're wrapping up with Shimp Sizzlin' 3. Ooh, I can have that sound already, don't I? Yeah, hold on
Oh
now.
yeah.
I gotta have that thing. I should have. See, that's me not being prepared. You know, that's just me not being prepared. Yeah, got to make sure we have that on there. Okay,
Yeah.
that's set up now.
The deep fried three, and it's sizzling, baby.
Well, last week it was positive money.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay. Also, of course, we'll do the For the People parlay, which didn't hit again last week. Damn it! I don't even remember what it was. It was something crazy though.
Yeah.
It was something diabolical that didn't happen. Yeah.
Yes, diabolical. Mwah.
Yeah, this week is a little different. I actually went with some player totals and a team total. So
Ah,
it's in the top right
okay.
corner. You can't see it now as of recording, but people watching on the screen can already see it. It's up in the top right.
Oh, very good.
Okay, let's do this. No
All
time
right.
like the present.
Absolutely.
Philadelphia going to Cincinnati. Now,
Mm-hmm.
interesting enough, Philadelphia went into New York last week and killed them. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was
Yeah.
never a game. Giants
Yeah, it was a
didn't.
it was a crime scene.
It was a crime scene. Saquon Barkley absolutely had a day. Holy hell! Now, Philadelphia ATS this season, they're only 3-3 against the spread. So they're not they're not terrible, but they're not great. Sitting right there at that 50% line.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati, on the other hand, ATS this season is 4-3. Now, of that 4-3, they're 0-3 against the spread at home. Though they haven't covered at home this season. That's bad. Yeah,
That is bad.
that is bad. So that means all 4 of their covers of their 4-3 ATS were all on the road,
Right, right.
which is wild. Over unders for those squads. Philadelphia's 2-4, so the under came in 4 times for them, and then
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati's actually 4-3 on the over under. So
Right.
Two inconsistent teams. This is ugly, nasty matchup. I'm gonna look it up right now. I wonder what the money line is for these matchups. I did see something interesting when I was dicking around this morning. Here it is, brought to you by Covers. It's a great website. Cincinnati Bengals have only hit the money line in 4 of their last 11 games at home. Holy shit, that's bad.
Yeah, see that's a stink that's been reeking since last season.
It's been it's been festering in there, and it's not good.
No.
And then what's weird too is like both these teams have like weird spreads where they'll cover. Like Philadelphia's hit the second quarter game total over in 12 of 17. So they have like so
Right.
they're hot in spots, just not as a whole here.
Yeah.
Cincinnati has hit the third quarter game total over in 13 of 18 games. So they have some
Right.
weird stats here. They're two weird teams.
I mean, they're favored by 2.5 still, Cincinnati.
True. Don't you think if Philadelphia was that dominant and Cincinnati's that bad at home,
Yeah.
that spread would be a little different?
Yeah, you know, the only thing I see as a problem in this game, and this is a problem for Cincinnati, is they cannot protect Joe Burrow.
True.
Okay, and I think Philadelphia is just going to flat out empty the house coming after him because I really think that they're going to do that to hurry him up. And you know, Joe's not the most mobile quarterback.
Mm,
He's good in the pocket. He's got good footwork in the pocket,
yeah.
but outside the pocket, he's really not, going to run away from you. So so
Yeah.
I really think I think Philadelphia is going to win this game personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. Especially with looking at what the hell Cincinnati does at home, it's pretty embarrassing.
Well,
Um,
yeah, and with that taken into account, I mean, it's almost like a rubber stamp, you know?
right? You know. Yeah, I have to agree there. And you know what? You're giving Philadelphia 2.5, and they're
Yeah,
they're one game removed from that fucking shellacking they gave New York, and prior to that week they were on bye, so they're healthy right
right.
now.
Oh, yeah,
Um, I'd
absolutely.
have to agree with you. I kind of I'll be honest with you here. I think the fact that Joe Burrow, like you said, he is not very mobile.
No.
But don't you feel like Cincinnati needs this game 100 times more than Philadelphia needs this game at this current state?
I think you're right about that, but I just think, I mean, this problem of not being able to protect him has been showing up every game.
Yeah, it's not going away, is it?
It's not going away. I mean, they have a problem with the offensive line right now, and they haven't been able to fix it. And I just think that Philadelphia is just going to come after him. I think
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do. Plus, Cincinnati has a problem running the ball on top of not being able to protect the quarterback.
Mm. Those kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
Yes. So
Um,
you know that. So I don't know. And the Eagles, I think, are on a mission right now to right the ship. Because everybody's been on their back, dogging them, talking about, well, they have all this talent, they can't win, and but now the one thing is, Hurts does have to participate today because Cincinnati, even though they can't protect him, Burrow knows how to get that ball out fast, so they're going to be slinging it still,
yeah.
but he is not going to have a whole lot of time, which translates to shorter depth of routes. It's going to be hard to wait for Chase to run 35 yards down the field and then launch a pass. But I still think that Philadelphia is really trying to right their own ship as far as the perception of their team. And Saquon just went off last week,
Yeah, he
so I
did.
think that's a trend that's going to continue.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I do agree with everything you're saying. I don't like Cincinnati to cover. Uh, Philadelphia. This is one of those games where you're going to see Philly fans calling for a Sirianni's head again. Um, I did see here though too. Cincinnati Bengals have hit the first game total like over 12 of 21. They're also Philadelphia is not covering the first half money line. So with that said, Philadelphia in desperate need of a win here.
Yeah.
I'm on our Caesar Rewards book right now looking first half betting total. I mean spread. Excuse me, money line. Holy hell, I hit every fucking corner except the one I needed. Um, first half betting money line. I'm taking Cincinnati minus 123 to win the first half. And they're at
Okay.
home. That's my pick. That's my pick. So you like Philadelphia plus 2.5, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going first half money line. Cincinnati Bengals at home minus 123. All right,
Right.
moving on here. Here we go. Jacksonville is bringing in Green Bay. They're bringing in Green Bay. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and let me pull up their game here on the book. All right, Green Bay minus 3 in the hook on the road favorite in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Jacksonville is coming off their what was that? Their first win, second win, first
I
win.
think it was their second.
It was their second win. That's right. Over
Yeah.
in good old London town.
Yes.
The trends for Jacksonville are pretty hilarious. There's not a lot of bright spots here. I still like Coach Peterson a lot. I think he's a good coach, but I just think Green Bay and LaFleur, why does Green Bay always have a good coach? Like,
Well, just like why does Green Bay always have a good quarterback? I mean, I have some thoughts on that right there. If you let me expand just for
yeah,
a minute.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, now listen to this. If you think about the Dallas Cowboys, they always had a successor on the team to the quarterback. Their starting quarterback successor was on the team for years. Not too many teams would you know who the second quarterback was. Well, Green Bay's been following this blueprint for a while. They've always had their successor on the team for 2, 3, 4 years before their current incumbent starter was either traded or retired. And they've had time to learn without the pressure of being thrown in there, drafted, put on the field, and because sometimes you can ruin a quarterback's confidence when he's running for his life. He can't see the game when he was good, but now with that mental block, that can destroy quarterbacks. But Green Bay has had just a fantastic record of success with quarterbacks. Think about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Favre, Rodgers sat behind Favre. Love sat
Yes.
behind Rodgers.
Yep.
And they seem to always have a defense. Either they're middle or they're above, right? They always have defensive play. I think Lambeau has a little bit to do with that, too, at home.
Well, there's a little mystique there.
Yeah.
There's a little mystique there.
Yeah, I think Lambeau has something to do
the
with
ghost
that.
of Lombardi.
Yeah, and it's just such a well-ran organization. You don't really hear – the only shit we hear out of Green Bay is quarterback controversy when they're at the end, like you're talking about, when the incumbent's on his way out.
Right.
That's really it. Other than that, we don't hear much from there. So, Jacksonville, I found some conflicting information here that I think feels relevant. The Jacksonville Jaguars have scored first in six of their last 10 games. So that goes back into a couple games from last season as far as back as that goes. But here it's saying Green Bay Packers have covered the first quarter spread in 10 of 11 away games.
Wow.
10 of 11. Fucking, what is that, 92%?
10 of 11 is like, low
Wow.
90%, yeah.
Wow, man. That stat right there just hit me in the face.
That's
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look here. Let's man, and their total. See, and that's another thing that I find surprising. It's not like Jacksonville is some powerhouse, and when they play at home. And for them to only be getting 3.5 at home against Green Bay, who's rolling right now, who's absolutely rolling. Jordan Love's back even healthier again.
I mean, yeah. This is his third week back, and so I think he's 100% now.
Yeah. See, and then here's another crazy stat. Jacksonville Jaguars have hit the first half money line in 6 of the last 10 games at home. Maybe so there's something at home here, ATS betting wise, is why we're seeing Vegas only having Green Bay as a 3.5 point favorite. See, this might be a trappy trap game, huh? Well,
It's possible, but Jacksonville though. I mean, they just cannot seem to get out of their own way though. I don't think they have any significant injuries really on the team right now that I can recall off the top of my head. I haven't looked at the report in depth this morning. I just think right now Jacksonville's got some problems that we don't know about.
Tell you what, looking through this, wow, I'm taking some odd ones this morning, stuff I usually don't do. But hey, I've been bad. Got to change it up. So
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what I'm going to take here. I'm going to take the Packers to cover the first quarter spread. That's what I'm taking.
Okay.
That's what I'm taking. Um,
All right.
what side are you leaning here?
Well, I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm going with Green Bay here. I think they're on a roll. I think this is one of the better teams in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
And they're young, they're young with experience
True.
because like their wide receiver core was basically thrown into the fire because they had no receivers, right?
Yeah.
But now they're all coming into their own. And I mean, across the board, I mean, you got Dobbs, you got Wicks, you got freaking, uh, it
Oh,
goes on
Watson's
and on.
back. Watson's back too, healthy.
Yeah, yeah, there it is right there.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Hold Dad, check this out, man.
and they
Whoa.
can run the ball.
I'm all over this. First quarter, Green Bay minus half a point for plus 110.
Oh,
Now, that's because I'm sure that other stat I brought up, Jacksonville seems scores first in most of their games, actually, which is surprising. I find that very
right.
surprising. Um, but I like that a lot. I like that one a lot. I'm going to lock that in now before I forget. I'm going to place that one. Okay, that one's placed. Let's go. So yeah, Okay, you got Green Bay 3.5. I'm absolutely doing first quarter Green Bay minus a half a point for plus 110. Let's go. Let's
Hmm.
start this day off well, please. I need this. Um, Arizona at Miami. Two is back. Old two is back,
Yep.
and the book is aware of this because they have Miami, who is a paltry 1-5 on the year, a 4-point favorite in Miami against an Arizona team that's pretty fucking scrappy. You know?
They're scrappy, but they're Jekyll and Hyde scrappy. I mean, they can be scrappy without the S too.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
I feel like we might have a gunslinger alert here
Could be.
in Kyler.
Could be. This
Kyler.
could be our. This could be our gunslinger of the week right here.
Kyler could find a. He might put the whole game on his shoulder and just chuck that ball up because Miami's defense is not good.
Another thing too that I noticed this morning that I did get to look at, Tyreek Hill was limited in practice,
Yeah. So after he had come out, what the week?
saying "Start me." Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm not sure what that's
hmm
about. Maybe that's a little bit of gamesmanship
it
down in
could be.
Miami.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
But
But I mean, you got to know this: everybody on that team offensively benefits from Tagovailoa starting.
true. That's no. That's just a fact.
I mean, because all those players are dropped off the fantasy map.
So
They were on vacation, basically.
so do you have to take this with a grain of salt? Miami's only 1-5 ATS this entire year. Granted, they haven't had Tua for what 4 games now.
Yeah, that we haven't had any quarterback play to speak of that was,
Right. And
even up to standard.
they're 1-2 at home ATS. Now Arizona's 4-3 against the spread this entire year, and they've had some hard matchups.
Yeah, they've had a pretty strong schedule, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're scoring wise. They have their Jekyll and Hyde moments like you're talking about, where one week they'll score like 43 points, and the next only score 14.
Right.
They're 3-3-1 on the over unders this year.
Hmm.
Miami has only been involved in one over. They're 1-5.
Yeah, the thing about Arizona though too, you got to keep in the back of your mind is they're having trouble running the ball. I mean, Murray is the majority part of their running game right now.
True.
So
Um,
that's something to just kind of keep in the back of your minds. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is our gunslinger game right
I
here. I
think
really
so.
do.
I think this is a Kyler Murray game
I believe that too because, yeah,
because Miami's going to score with Tua back. They're going to score.
absolutely.
And I bet you that entire team is going to be fired up to have Tua back. They're going to be coming
Oh
in
yeah,
hot.
yeah,
They get to open the playbook open again too.
yeah. They still have I think their running game is still not up to where it's been because due to injury.
They were a top running team for a while too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
They're
having Tua
still
in there helps
finding
that
that.
too, though.
It will help that because play action passes now. But play action only really works when you're running the ball, though. So, I mean, but you can still use a small intermediate little swing passes and things like that to make up the difference for that to a point.
Hey, maybe they'll run your favorite play where they do a wide receiver screen with one guy in front of him that goes for negative yards every attempt.
Believe.
So check this out. Right now, as of the public bet percentage, 77% of the bets are on Miami.
Mm,
Surprisingly, though, the money is split 53% Arizona. So,
wow.
so most of the bets are coming in on Miami, but the money is actually on Arizona's side. So maybe the sharps are seeing something. But for it to be
Hmm.
53 here, we can't call it a sharp because it's the favorite.
Right. Right.
It's public. Even the spread is split. Arizona is 51%, Miami 49. So it's really not
Hmm.
that massive. Um, People love points though. 73% of the money and bet percentage is on over 46 and a half.
Mm.
So it's interesting.
That's a slinger game right there. I mean, that's a
Right,
lot of point.
right. I mean, if you look at the breakdown here, Miami's dead last in points. We know that. Two has been gone.
And we know the reason for that. Yes.
Exactly. Arizona's only 19th, so it's not like they're even above mid. And they both these teams give up points. They're ranked 14th and 25th. The only
Hmm.
thing that's standing out here, Miami pass yards against per game is number one. They only average 154 yards thrown against. That's not good for Murray. But maybe it's
No.
because teams are just pounding the rock in their face. They don't have to do that.
And that's got a lot to do with it. You know how it is in the NFL. If you find something that works, you keep doing it until they stop it.
Yeah, I can't find anything here statistically that supports either team as a runaway.
Hmm.
So with that said, I understand two is back. I'm actually I'm gonna take Kyler Murray and the Cardinals to cover on the road. I think Miami wins the game, but I don't think they win by more than a field goal. Where are you going?
Yeah, I think Miami's going to win the game, but I think Arizona will cover.
Yeah,
I agree with that. That's valid.
gunslinger. I'm putting
That's
that
our
in right
gunslinger
now.
game right
Right
there.
there. So that means not Tua, excuse me. Kyler needs to fucking chuck that rock.
Hmm.
I'm gonna definitely put a bet in on Marvin Harrison Jr. to score now, for sure.
Yeah, and he's back. He was a full participant.
Oh yeah, see. I mean, this I'm be watching that game. It'll be on my four box.
Hmm.
Yeah, hopefully
Oh
Tua
yeah,
makes it through the game.
right.
Okay, here we go. See this game, Buffalo at Seattle.
Now, see, there was a slinger candidate too because
Yeah,
Seattle throws the ball more than anybody.
we can have more than one.
And what's that?
We can have more than one.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that one right there, because we know what Josh Allen does. I mean,
He
we know
just
what he
yeah,
does.
he Joshua's.
But yeah, Geno Smith, they throw the ball in Seattle. That's their bread and butter right now.
It
I mean, they
is.
run the ball, but now they got Walker back. But yeah, they sling the ball now. Metcalf is banged up, but I still don't think that squashes the fact that that's their identity.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. And if you look at Josh Allen, is doing less than Geno. Geno has almost 2,000 passing yards already, whereas Allen's only sitting at 1,400.
Hmm.
Rushing, James
Well,
Cook. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was going to say I was going right where you were going to go right now. Go ahead, you're right on it.
But James Cook only has 341 rush yards on the season.
Yeah.
Walker,
Well,
who's missed time, he has 303.
yeah, and Cook missed a game, 2 games.
Yeah, he had the toe recently, right?
Yeah, I think he missed. I know he missed one for sure. It might have been two.
Yeah, and Walker missed two already, I believe.
So they're
They're about
kind of
even.
evenly matched
Now,
there.
the separator though is what Josh Allen's working with receiver wise. Grant, he just added Amari Cooper, which is great for those guys. But
Oh yeah,
prior to that, their best receiver was the rookie Coleman. He only had 16 catches for 326 yards.
yeah,
That's not as for. I mean, that's like that's like fourth wide receiver off the bench numbers.
yeah. Take a look at their tight end numbers
The TNs. Let's see.
because he's been throwing to those tight ends a lot.
Oh, he also runs the ball. So
Yes.
and he is spreading it out around here. But um,
A lot of that has
points,
to do with trust issues.
see,
When
and
you trust receivers,
right, knowing what the hell they're gonna do.
yes.
Both teams are in the top points per game, fifth and eighth. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of good here for Seattle. Seattle's first in passing yards per game. Okay, Geno's got to be in the slinger. He's got to.
Absolutely.
He's got to be.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on. Let me write that. Yeah, he's got to be in there. He's got to be. You're right. They are
Yeah.
absolutely
And another
slinging it.
thing I think that we're forgetting about, and I think it's probably been an emphasis, and it won't show up in any website or anywhere, but I'm sure they have been rallying the 12th man up there.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
Okay, I'm sure the local radio station, their flagship, has been rallying the 12th man
Yeah,
because they've
yeah.
been kind of quiet for them here this part of the season so far, pretty much. Because everybody's saying, "Oh, well, that 12th man's not what it was before," and et cetera, et cetera. I really think they've been rallying the 12th man, and yeah, this is going to be a barn burner, I think.
Yeah, look at this. Buffalo Bills have scored last in their four of last five away games, so they're making sure they're capping victories. Like, but no, they got killed on the road early this year. Baltimore kicked the shit out of them, and then they also lost a game to it was they got their ass kicked in another game. I forget who it was, but
I'm
they
drawing
were
a blank
they
right
were all
now.
on the road. Um, fuck. I thought coming into this, I was like, I'm just gonna take Buffalo because it feels safe. But
Right?
there's something pesky here about Seattle at home right now. Like you're talking about that 12th man.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're rallying
Yeah,
that 12th man. I think it's been a focus outside of any stat sheet or any website.
I'm gonna take Seattle to cover
I
plus
th-
3.
okay.
What are you
Yeah,
taking?
I think it's going to be a back and forth game. I think it's going to come down to possibly the fourth quarter play. Um, I
It's kind
man,
of hard, isn't it?
it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is.
It's a tough one. But I think I think I'm going to go with Buffalo on the road.
Okay. Okay. Minus
Yeah.
3. Okay.
Yep. Yep. I think I'm going to take Buffalo on the road for that -3.
Yeah, it wouldn't be difficult to sway me into picking Buffalo as a field goal favorite. Like, come on, it wouldn't be
Right.
difficult to go that route. That's going to be a
Mm-mm.
good game too. There'll be a lot of eyes on that. Probably going to be one of the more popular 1 o'clock games. Seeing that, what else we got in the 1 o'clock hour? We got
Right.
New Orleans Chargers, Buffalo Seattle, Carolina Denver, KC Vegas. That'll be pretty watched. And
Right. Right.
Chicago and Washington, which we don't. I don't think Jaden Daniels is playing in that game. That's why I didn't pick it for our
But
list here.
what? It's going to be raining.
Is it?
Yep.
And talking about Washington?
Seattle.
Yeah, but that's like their weather, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
But it's going to be raining.
Buffalo plays in the
Now,
shit.
Buffalo plays in the snow, so none of that's going to really matter. Weather's probably not a
Yeah,
factor really in this game unless
yeah,
it gets really sloppy.
yeah. They should get sponsored by WeatherTech because they're weatherproof, man. Okay, last one here. Last one. My Dallas Cowboys are going to Santa Clara. Dallas got embarrassed prior to last week's bye, getting absolutely blown the doors off by Detroit. Dak looked like ass. Defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. Our inability to run the football is why we're 3-3 right now. That's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to file a missing Parsons report because Mike is not playing again.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
Man, we're even coming off bye week. We're still beat up. All the money's on the Niners here. 90% of the bets, 64% of the money, 51% of the spread. I mean, the total 74% over. Public is they're loving. They're loving the Niners hard. Um,
Yeah, it.
I
I
am a
mean,
I am a homer, and I love my Cowboys. Back in week 2, I believe it was, I came out and I said the Niners are in trouble. They're gonna fuck up these next 4 games, and I fucking nailed it. They are 3-4 right now.
oh yeah,
They're
yep,
not impressive. This is not the Niners of years past, the past like 3 years.
right.
It's
Now
not.
today Dalvin Cook makes his debut with the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
yeah. They elevated him from practice squad,
Yeah.
and
Now I don't know
yeah,
what what he's going to bring. I mean, it's an unknown thing. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, because the Cowboys' offensive line is just so bad right now. We can't run the ball, man. And
we can't run the ball. We
fuck,
can't run the ball in Dallas.
no.
They also receiver wise, they got CD, and then it's kind of, who's playing.
Well, Cooks being hurt really hurt that for CD. When Cooks got hurt, Brandon
Yeah,
Cooks, that is,
yeah,
it,
yes,
it really put a lot more pressure on Dak and CD
yep.
because in the first couple weeks, first off, Cowboys have been throwing the shit out of the ball because they're not running it. They just Dak is fucking. I don't even know how many attempts he has a game. It's probably 30 plus average, if not closer to 40.
I think that's agreeably valid right there.
Yeah. And when Cooks went down, you hope Turpin and our other guys would have stepped up, but they didn't emerge. They're off bye week. Mike McCarthy's like 5,000-0 off bye. Now, unfortunately, they're on the road. I wish they were at home, but they're no fucking good at home either.
I think being on the road might be a help.
They've been so bad at home.
More focus.
I agree. ATS Cowboys are 2-3-1, Niners 3-4. So both these teams are losing against the spread. The Niners at home are only 2-2 this year covering. They've only covered twice out of 4 games at home.
And they're still banged up. I mean, they're
Yes.
not, even though they're playing some of their guys, they're not 100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking hammer Cowboys +5.
I'm going with Dallas in this game, which I just have a feeling. I just got a feeling
I like that.
that Dallas is going to show, because McCarthy talked this week. Their whole focus was on how their practices are going. They were talking about ramping up the intensity in practice to translate to the games, which kind of tells me that probably up until this point they've probably been kind of lackadaisical in practice.
Yeah.
Almost having that all we got to do is show up and win mentality.
Well, it's been reported. A lot of players are coming. Former players are talking about how the Cowboys facility. Jerry runs tours live during practices.
I saw that.
I was like, Jerry,
I saw that.
dude, can you just not? Just shut it down. Look, you got fucking Betty Sue and Joe Bob walking through the fucking tunnels, and there's just Dak going from quarterback room to locker room, and he's 5 feet away from these people. Like, stop it. Get him out of there.
Teddy Bruschi a couple of days ago on Get Up. He goes, yeah. He goes, don't you even have no fan in the weight room, especially the cafeteria, because that's where we sit down and talk. Get him the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, which is surprising with McCarthy there, because AJ on the Pat McAfee show, Jage, he came out and said, he goes, McCarthy, that he was the opposite of that in Green Bay. Complete opposite of that. He said he didn't even bring his kids into like his 5th or 6th year, AJ, to even the facilities, because it was so, kept it so tight to the chest.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, that's just insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
I mean, what are we here at Disneyland? I mean,
and it's funny how loud the noise gets against Dallas. The slightest.
yeah. Well, Jerry Jones has a lot to do with that.
Well, it's the fact that everyone wants us to lose.
Well, that too, but I'm just talking about the whole aura of the chaos.
Oh yeah, he's definitely responsible. To pretend he isn't would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, who runs frickin' tours in their facility during your week of practice, man? I mean, come on.
And God damn it, and it can't.
I mean, come on.
I think what they came out and they justified it because like it generates a couple million a year. I'm like, Jerry's not hard up for the money.
Right.
He'll just throw another Swift concert there and net a couple bill. He's fine.
Hey, can I step out and use the old men's room real quick?
Yeah, here. Let me go ahead and pause this, and you can go for that, sir. All right, we're good. All right, we know what time it is.
Oh yeah,
time to get crackling here.
It's time for Papa Shimps Deep Fried 3, and we're crackling.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. On my first game. Last week I rode the dog, and I'm riding him again. I like the Jets over New England in New England. I think that Jets defense shows up this week, and I think they show up in a big way. Okay. And I think Rodgers and the offense has really probably put in a fantastic week of practice, because there's nothing been disastrous swirling around this whole thing. I think this is a week they get well, and what a better team to get well against than New England.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. They are currently on the app. They are a 7-point road favorite. All right.
Uh-huh. All right. All right. My second one, Chargers at Saints. I'm taking Chargers. I think that defense again also shows up. Khalil Mack was a full participant at practice. I think they're going to be slinging the ball. They're going to be running the ball, and the Saints are just going to be running for their lives.
Also, -7 favorite, but at home. All right. What we got?
All right. Then I got the Bears Washington game.
Oh,
Okay, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think the Bears are going to show up.
okay.
I think they're going to show up. Was a limited. He's probably going to play, but he's going to be limited. He's not going to be running around, I don't think.
Okay.
And he's going to be strictly a pocket passer probably. But that Chicago defense, number 5 in the league coming into this week, I think they're showing up. And I think the kid, that quarterback, is going to actually show up also. So I like the Bears in this one.
Okay.
And, yeah, I think the Bears are going to do it.
Okay, great. So we got Jets on the road, -7. Chargers at home, -7. And the Bears against Washington in Washington, +1.
See.
We sizzling now. We sizzling
Oh,
now.
yeah, we crackling.
Sweet. All right. There's your 3 right there. Last week you were 2-3, so you have a winning record as of recording right now.
That's right.
You haven't lost yet.
You
I
know?
mean, hey, you're 2-1. Hey, hey.
But yeah, I'm sure I'm in the minority on that Bears pick, but you know what? I'm believing it.
Actually, here, I can tell you right now. Let's go see what the old public is up to. See if their nose is dirty, I'm sure. Let's go see. Let's go see Washington. There it is. All right, let's go to the money here. Let's see where the money's at. Always follow the money.
Oh yeah.
You're right. 54% of the bets are on Washington. 66% of the money is on Washington. 65% of the spread is Washington. And wow, people love this over. 84% is on the over. So this is a good. I like your pick. I'm gonna take all 3 of your picks. I'm gonna take all 3
right.
of them. I'm gonna play them. Absolutely gonna play them. I mean,
Yes,
fade. There's no way the public goes 3 weeks in a row waxing the book.
Well, there's another reason right there.
There's no way, right?
Right.
All right, hell yeah.
This could be one of those sleeper trap games right here too.
You got your account loaded up? You rocking these today or what?
Yeah, I'll load it up when I get done.
Yeah, you still got. It's only 9:00 right now. You got an hour.
Yeah.
And then before we go, of course, I do it every week. I got the For the People parlay for TPP. This week we're going a little unorthodox. I got Josh Allen pass yards under 229.5. I got Herbert over 203.5 pass yards.
Oh yeah.
I like Max Crosby this week against Kansas City to get 2+ sacks. He seems to have good games against Kansas City.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 5 sacks today because he's pissed off. All this trade talk and all this other stuff.
He is not a happy camper right now.
He's not happy right now.
Yeah, and then I took an under team total. Carolina under 14.5 in Colorado, in Denver.
Hell, I think under 3.5 would still be good on that.
So I feel pretty damn good about this one. This might be my best one yet. The odds are plus 33.73. That's over 33.5 to 1.
Wow.
You put $10 on that, you're making over $300.
Yeah, that's insane.
So hopefully that one smacks. That'd be really good for the Twitter. Also follow me on Twitter, goddammit, on X at the Phrod Pod. I have no followers as of yet, but I'm also not going to cheap it out. I'm not going to buy any like those fucking. I'm a fraud, but at sports booking, not in life. So
right.
Tell you what, though, I have been having a lot of fun on there with this Dodgers series, baby.
Oh yeah.
I got a little tuned up game 1, and I was letting the Yankees Nation know who the fuck I was.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. I had a lot of replies. I had some nasty DMs. It's all part of the game, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Huh?
Yeah. Still couldn't pick up more than one follower. But that's all right. Well, shit, Shimp. I'm glad to have you back, man.
It's always a pleasure.
Yep. We got the game starting here in about an hour. So
Yep.
we gotta get our fancy stuff tuned in too. Make sure you're all locked in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, Shimp. Love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Love you too, son. All right.